Hi, I'm Carla Budarak and welcome to Behavior Communicates. Do you have a child that won't speak to you or her peers, yet you know she's quite verbal at home? Children like this may seem stubborn, controlling, or like they're playing games with you, but in fact they have a language disorder recognized by the DSM-5 as selective mutism. This disorder is a result of anxiety that the child is experiencing in educational or social situations. Selective mutism is a relatively rare disorder, about 18 per 10,000 people, but I've actually encountered a handful of these students during the course of my career, including a young lady that's in one of the classrooms that I coach. This student is in high school and will whisper or say one word only, yet she's a social butterfly at home or at school with her brother. What can be done? Well, I'm going to tell you 4 things that you can do in your child's environment and 3 things that you can do to help your child to start communicating at school and in social situations. The first thing you need to understand is that because this is a disorder that is the result of anxiety, you need to reduce the stress in the child's environment by doing the next 4 things. Number 1, offer a quiet place in or near your classroom or somewhere near a social situation where your child can go if things get too stressful. A corner of the room, an area sectioned off by barriers, a small room away from the crowds, etc. Number 2, provide visual supports. I've actually done videos on the 5-point scale, first and then strategy, work systems, etc. if you need ideas on how to provide these. Communicating with your child visually helps to reduce that anxiety about what's expected and what will be happening next. Number 3, create a physical structure in your classroom that communicates what's expected in that space. Again, structure reduces the anxiety. Number 4, make sure the routine is consistent with a predictable visual schedule. All of these things work together to help make an environment less stressful and will hopefully promote communication. So what else can you do besides the environment for these kids? First, do not force the child to communicate verbally. Use things like a core vocabulary communication board, PECs, or a voice output device, and allow pointing and gesturing. Second, reward your child for any attempts at communicating. You may have to start out with pointing or whispering or just one-word answers. Even though you start out allowing any kind of communication, do let your child know that you believe they will be able to talk to you at some point, and then set some goals to reach that behavior. Third and last, allow your child to complete verbal assignments or engage in social situations using nonverbal options. The student can pre-record answers at home, use a videotaped presentation that was created in a safe environment, or pre-record basic social exchanges to allow children to interact with adults and peers without becoming overwhelmed. So how do you help your child who suffers from selective mutism? Create the most stress-free environment you can and use appropriate expectations for communication. Thank you so much for joining me here at Behavior Communicates. I hope you shared these ideas and strategies with a teacher or a friend that you know. The more we all know how to help the child we love, the better quality life they will have. If you haven't signed up yet for Behavior Communicates, sign up and you'll automatically get my weekly blog and video and lots of other information and resources that I share only with my subscribers. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.